Hello and welcome to another edition of Conspirator Brock's Pull List. This is my pull list for the week of September 21st, 2016. So let's get right into it. First up we have Aquaman number 7. The first story arc on this is concluded, but we're seeing where it's going with the second story arc. I've been enjoying Aquaman, so I'm going to keep going with that one. It's not on the top of a lot of people's lists for the stuff that came out of Rebirth, but I think it's a really, really solid book. Next up is the first part of Night of the Monster Men, and that is in Batman number 7. There's 2 parts that are coming out this week. It's in Batman and as well as the Nightwing book that you'll see in a little bit. So I'm curious to see what we have, what the Night of the Monster Men is all about. New number 1 from DC, and that is coming off of the Cyborg Rebirth number 1, and we have Cyborg number 1, and I enjoyed the first issue, or the Rebirth issue I should say. It was okay, so I'm going to continue with it. The last series was okay. Wasn't something grandiose, but hey, we'll see where they take Cyborg. Next up is Dr. Fate number 16. Now, I don't know if this is the last issue of Dr. Fate for this series or not. It's been okay. It's not great. It's not poor. If you didn't get into it after a couple issues, I completely understand. But it is kind of middle of the road, so yeah. Next up we have Sins of the Mother continues in Green Arrow number 7. Green Arrow's just been really, really good. It had a little rough start for me, but it's been picking up and I've been enjoying it. So, next gap. Yeah, we got one last week and we got another one this week, and that's Green Lanterns number 7, Family Matters Part 1. So we're starting the new story arc for Green Lanterns. 6 was delayed, and so it came out last week, and then we got number 7. So if you're like, I've got a lot of Green Lanterns read lately, it's because it's coming out right one after the other. Green Lanterns, as I've been enjoying it, I like the kind of difference in the lanterns with Simon Baz and Jessica Cruz. One is very Simon is very like outside, has a lot of willpower, but on the inside is kind of not so much. Whereas Jessica Cruz on the outside has no willpower at all, and her willpower seems to come a lot from deep within. So I like that dynamic for the two of them. Next up we have Harley Quinn number 4. They've figured out what was going on with those hot dogs and zombies. So we're going to be getting a new story arc for Harley. Harley's just fun. I love Harley as a character, so of course I'm going to get a Harley book. Next up we have Justice League number 5. A lot of stuff going on in this book. Hopefully it's been enjoyable for the most part. I'm curious to see where Hitch takes this story, considering he didn't finish the last one. I'm just saying. Excuse me, sorry. Very tired today. Long day. Next up we have Lucifer number 10. Lucifer's been a good book. I've been enjoying it from what I've read. I need to actually go back and read the old series, but haven't had a chance to pick up those nice new trades they have of that. Next up is Manifest Destiny number 23. I just really, really solid book. If you get a chance to try and check this out, I would pick up the trades and read it. It's just really, really cool stuff, and it's one of the Image titles that I look when it pops up on my pull list. I'm just super excited to read it. Sorry, guys. Yeah, I'll get to it. Next up, we have the second part of Night of the Monster Men, and that is Nightwing number 5. So the second part of the Night of the Monster Men is Nightwing number 5. So we'll see how this crossover works. I think this is the first crossover we've had in the Rebirth stuff, so I'm really curious to see how well they handle it. Next up is Suicide Squad's Most Wanted with El Diablo and Boomerang. This is issue 2. The Most Wanted series has been good. I like the first one with Katana and Deadshot, and so far I've really enjoyed the one with El Diablo and Boomerang. Next up we have Superman number 7. We finished up with the Eradicator stuff, so now we're moving on forward, but Tomasi's just been knocking it out of the park with Superman, so I cannot wait to dive in. Next up is a new number 1, and that's Trinity, Francis Manipoul's creation, writing, and drawing. So I'm curious to see how well he takes on the big three for DC. He did an amazing job on The Flash when he was writing it solo and drawing it. I really liked his Batman stuff as well. So I'm curious to see how Manapul does with these characters. A bunch of variants this week, so be on the lookout for those. All the DC Rebirth titles had a variant. I didn't pick them all up, but I did get a handful of them. I did get the Aquaman #7 variant right there. Cyborg, of course, #1 had its alternative variant there. Green Lanterns, I actually really enjoyed the variant on that one with Jessica Cruz actually having a construct of an umbrella. Sorry. Take a drink. Harley Quinn #4. Yep. Really wish I don't mind the artist, but I just don't know if I really like the variants for Harley all that much. Paquette had his Justice League variants that are coming out. This one I'm not a big fan of. The Cyborg just looks a little weird and the proportions are a little off, so I'm not too much of a fan of that, but I gotta get it because it's going to finish off the huge connecting covers. Then there's a nice little one here for Superman with Clark and Lois and Jonathan at the fair with a big giant cow. Maybe that's Super Cow. And then finally there is who did this one? Faybook. It looks like Faybook did the variant cover for Trinity, so it's pretty dope. Cover. Taking a drink. Seriously, pounding back tonight. You're getting hammered with the drinking game. So that's it for my pull list. There were a ton of graphic novels came out this week. First up for me was The Astonishing Ant-Man Volume 2, Small Time Criminal. This is Nick Spencer's next volume in the current Ant-Man series. Really, really great stuff. I highly recommend it. Most likely they're going to release omnibus of all of it, but until then, I just love Ant-Man, so I had to snag those up. Next up is the wonderful Fables Deluxe hardcovers. This collects issues 114 to 129. So I think there's only one more left of these, if I'm not mistaken. 20 issues, maybe one more. Well, no, because the last issue was huge. So probably about maybe 2 more of those deluxe hardcovers. So we'll see. But got to get those because it will go right up here. Yay! What else do we got going on? Next up is we finally get the Justice League Volume 8, The Darkseid War Part 2. This collects the issues 45 to 50 in the Justice League Darkseid War Special. I don't know how they're going to collect the... sorry, that was my phone. Don't know how they're going to collect those last 2 issues of Justice League, so we'll see what those get put into. But yeah, so tons and tons of... Take another drink! So tons of graphic novels, tons more than I could actually afford. But that was pretty much the ones I wanted to get. I did get a statue. It's when they come in like waves, like boom, boom, boom. I got a Halloween themed one for Halloween, so my kids are gonna love this as a decoration. They love my Christmas Harley Quinn bombshell statue, and I think they'll love the Batgirl Halloween Batgirl the vampire one where she's all vampired out. So hopefully I get to do an open unboxing video of this for you guys. But yeah, looking forward to cracking this bad boy open. Alright, on to the read list. So on the read list we have more Ant-Man. We have Astonishing Ant-Man #12, The Trial of Astonishing Ant-Man. Looking forward to seeing it. I'm kind of sad that Ant-Man's going to be ending. Nick Spencer's just been done an amazing job with the Scott Lang character, and I want more. Next up is the big title from Marvel, which is Civil War II, issue 5. It's going to be controversial, as per usual. Civil War hasn't had as much steam as I think it's needed to have. and it's okay. It's good. It's better than most of the event books that have come out. But I think with the delay coming up, it's going to very hinder it a lot going into this all new, all different stuff that their Marvel Now thing that they're doing. So we shall see. Next up is issue 5 of Karnak, Warren Ellis's Karnak. This book is delayed like majorly. If you forgot Karnak, I was actually a series, I wouldn't be surprised. It's good, so if you've gotten the issues, hey, 5 is out. If you haven't, I don't know if there's a trade yet out for yet, but when there is, you should pick those up, or you should pick it up. Next up is Mighty Thor number 11. I'm confused because Jane Foster's supposed to be the new Thor, but Jane Foster's not Thor. I don't know. Maybe it's a Skrull. Who knows? We'll see. Jason Aaron has been doing a solid job on Thor, and so I'm curious to see where he takes it. Next up, we have The Punisher number 5. Becky Coolan and Steve Dillon team up, and they've done a good job so far of giving us a very Punisher-esque story and look, and so I've been enjoying it. So yeah. Next up is a new miniseries from DC, and that is Raven number 1 of 6. I'm curious to see what they're going to tell us about Raven in this story. So the little book on the cover says Sins of the Father. Next up is a new book from Rick Remender and Jeremy Opeña, and that is 7 to Eternity number 1. We'll see where it goes. I know nothing about it. I'm going to check it out. We'll go from there. Not last up. We've got 2 more. We got Uncanny X-Men number 13. If you are like, well, wasn't there an Uncanny X-Men recently? Yeah, they're pumping them out like crazy. But Jeff Lemire's been doing a good job on it. Or is it Lemire? No, Bunn. Bunn has been doing a good job on... Bunn has been doing a good job on Uncanny X-Men. And so, yeah, we'll keep going with it. And finally, we have Tom King's Vision number 11. Oh, it's the second to last issue. I'm so sad. It's such a good book. You should be reading it. Go get that first trade. Vision is by far one of the best titles coming out from Marvel. And if you're not reading it, I don't know what's wrong with you. So that's it. That's it for the pull list. Thank you again for watching. Please remember, like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Leave comments down below. If I don't get to them, I will. I'm just busy. A lot of stuff going on in my life right now. I've been telling you guys about it. I'm going to get to giving you an update here in a second. Let's see, we've just finished recording episode 278 of the Comic Conspiracy tonight, so you can go to www.geekbox.net to download that or check it out, or you can find us on iTunes. You can help support the Comics Conspiracy podcast through Patreon at www.patreon.com/comicconspiracy. For as little as $1 a month, you get access to Bryce Brieflies, and Toby and Charlie have done something, and it will be up soon. But to all our Patreon backers, thank you for the support. We do appreciate it. What else do I have to do? Oh, you can follow me on Twitter. My handle is @BrockSager. And yeah, so a lot of stuff going on. We did have the ex parte hearing last week. I still have temporary sole custody of my kids, which is it leaves a lot of stress on that. But they did grant their mother visitation. So she has supervised visitation right now. Not sure what's going to happen going forward, but definitely have more court dates ahead of me. So please keep me in your thoughts and send me those good vibes. I'm just taking it one day at a time and trying to get through this. So the kids are doing okay. I know they miss their mom, but yeah, there's some things you can't tell kids, and it's sad, but you know, there's not much you can do. So again, thank you all for your support. I do appreciate it. I've had a couple rough days in the past week or so. Found some new information out that's very disheartening, and yeah, so long-winded talk about myself, probably boring the crap out of you, but yep, you're still watching. I appreciate it, and I'll see you next week.